Time to walk. Come on, everyone. It's time to get out there. I know you've been sitting there rotting away on your office chair or your sofa or in your... Anyway, listen, you gotta knock it off. Now, get up.
Get up.
Bozo, you better be taking it easy. You said you were taking the day off. Didn't the thing literally say, I was streaming today?
What, is Katie upset?
What, is Katie mad? What, did Katie get mad?
All I saw is when I stood up to leave after I started my stream, I saw "I hate you" coming from Katie first thing.
You're telling me I'm taking swings? That was a big swing to hit me with. All right. I was mad at Twitch. All I saw was "I hate you." All right. I hate you. I was like, okay, Katie, what the fuck?
And then I went off to do like 8 minutes worth of things. I was mad at Twitch, dude. The problem is Twitch would not recognize your you because Twitch wasn't watching when you said that. All right, like Twitch wasn't there. I was there. All right, I don't know why I'm catching lethal strays. All right, for simply starting my stream. Guys, Jesus Christ. Jesus. Did you know there's a command called /shrug that just added a shrug emote at the end of your message? There's no way that's right. You're just fucking doing a little bit right now. No way. But doesn't Twitch know about the fact that emotes exist? They do those. What the? Huh? Huh? Some of you guys are fucking with other people so bad. I'll never get caught. I'm not getting owned. I won't get owned. I'll never get owned. You'll never catch me. Oh, Faye got caught. Oh, rip Bozo. Oh, no. Oh. Do you know how commands work? Command has to go first. I ain't falling for it. You're never gonna catch me slipping. You're never gonna catch me slipping. I don't believe it.
I just don't believe it. I'm not gonna. It's literally real.
I have been literally lied to dozens of times. I don't buy it. I don't believe anything anymore.
All right? I don't believe anything anymore. It's not, guys, it's by principle alone. I literally cannot, I refuse to learn anything new. I stake my paycheck on it. I ain't even gonna be caught typing in my own chat. All right, I'm the streamer. I don't use that fucking slop. All right, I don't type in there. That's not for me.
I ain't doing it.
Even with the bonus of possibly not having to pay Katie for an entire month, I ain't doing it. I tried it like 3 times. I don't think it works, guys.
Jesus Christ.
Faye, I think that's possibly because of your walnut brain. Holy shit. Holy shit. Walnut brain. Yo, why are we killing Faye now? I don't understand. I'm not sure why we're killing them.
That's rough.
Dude, I set up a...
I haven't gotten around to telling any of my friends that it's good to go, but I actually did set up a new thing to do in the Discord, Faye.
Have you ever had any interest in Tarkov but not wanted to play an actual multiplayer Tarkov? I set up a dedicated modded server for single player Tarkov, but with co-op.
It's a whole thing.
I did set it up though. I did do the whole thing. You shouldn't stream it, but I did set it up.
I was gonna send everyone the instructions.
On how to actually like download everything tonight. I mean, you can stream it. I personally shouldn't stream it. There's kind of like a level of heat that I think is reasonable before it'll be a problem, and I think the level of heat that specifically at this point I would do would be ultimately very, very bad. Specifically, I have seen people stream Fika.
I don't want to be the reason personally that they get it shut down.
What happens when you stream it? There's a level of like, oh, suddenly I'm on the top of like the Tarkov row for the directory, and if a dev from Tarkov sees that I'm playing a co-op multiplayer version of a modded single player API of Tarkov, I might get someone in trouble. Specifically the people who put all that time into making that mod. So
if I was like a little bit more under the radar,
that'd be a fun fucking stream, but I don't want to risk it if I'm gonna end up being like front and center. Hey, look at me. I did that shit once with SPT because I wasn't alone out there, but I'd probably be like relatively alone out there without the precedent of, oh, the dev said it was okay, you know, so.
Nah, no way, man.
But I did set it up, so I'll probably post that for my friends. Tarkov devs just do sort of hate fun. Yeah, but that's what single player Tarkov's for. So you can do all the old other stuff. Yeah, no, the Tarkov devs specifically greenlit playing SPT. They did not greenlight playing Fika. Matter of fact, SPT doesn't even let you really talk about Fika on most of their stuff. I believe that they gave up on that recently, but for a while they wouldn't even let you utter the term of the mod that lets you make SPT actually co-op, because it was a bit of a issue. Is this drama that I shouldn't care about? There's no reason to care about it. It doesn't concern you. There's no drama you really need to care about, man. You gotta stop getting so concerned. That's not very parasocial of you.
True, man. True, man. Fuck.
I don't know. I did set it up though. I gotta send it around to my friends because it's a bit of a. I gotta put together like an actual fucking like the walkthrough for it though.
I don't want to have to fucking
Babysit people installing this shit. You know what I mean? I need to make sure that I make it fucking like walnut brain proof. You know? Wow, he's doubling down. Doubling down on what?
Fika's easier to do today. It's just an EXE now.
Yeah. Doing it, it being an EXE is exactly when I decided to set it up. Because I didn't feel like doing it back when it was a problem.
Back when it was a whole thing.
But yeah, no, it's been a while since I've done SPT, and I was like, well, why don't I just set it up? Because that's the cool thing. Even if you're not playing in multiplayer, by hooking everyone into the same server, you can have like flea market trades in like a closed group. Like you can have like, there's still things that are shared. Like all the server stuff it's just like all your data and all of your like stats are being held on a server that isn't yours, and everyone else can technically access it, even if they're not playing in your game. You know, it's pretty cool. Fika plus Sane goes hard. Well, you want to know what I was waiting for with SPT was Realism to get its 3.11 update. That was the big one, man. I was waiting a long time for realism to finally get an actual fucking, like, patched and functional update. Yeah, it's out. It's been out for like weeks.
Which means I can finally play.
I don't play that slop. Alright, unless when I go into the basement of half of the zones in the map, my character starts dying of radioactive exposure. Okay, I just literally won't play that slop. I need my gas mask on. I won't play if I don't have my gas mask on. I haven't played a video game in over a month. You could never be as well adjusted as me. I know for a fact that's not actually true. I know for a fact. SS13 and Minecraft don't count. He's checking my Steam. Steam will vindicate me. You're a coward because your whole Steam thing is like hidden. So I get the feeling you haven't played any games you're proud to talk about. Is really what it is, Katie. That's all I'm saying. I get the weird feeling the games that you've been playing are ones that you don't want people to see. You know, that's what I'm thinking. Insane to say. All I'm saying is, look, there's probably a lot
of interesting Steam games on that old account
that probably just didn't want anyone to see it. I get it. I've been there. I mean, I haven't, but I know people that have been there, like Sam. And, you know, like, I get it. I'm not going to judge you for it any more than I judge them. Which is a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. I'm sending evidence. That's the thing, though, is that I'm allowed to completely ignore evidence, is the thing. That's the thing. I'm allowed to simply ignore it and then say, like, exactly what I perceive to be the truth.
and no one can make me do anything else. What if I just don't look at it?
I'm busy. I can't look. Look, the fact that I am now going to be given evidence from the person that's hiding their entire Steam library so as to shroud it from the world makes me feel like I'm being given very doctored evidence. By like, yeah, I don't know. It just feels like something's up. You know what I mean? Like that doesn't feel like evidence being given in legitimate, you know, by legitimate means. It just feels like if you had nothing to hide, you wouldn't be hiding anything. You wouldn't be going, well, if anyone wants to see it, just ask. You know, it's like, well, like that's the point, is that you're actively shrouding it. What about Benji? What's he hiding? I mean, I hide mine, yeah, but that's because I also play like, I have to pull out my streamer card here, guys. I play a lot of games I'm under embargo for. And I play a lot of them early. All right, I don't want people to be seeing, specifically my own friends, to be asking me, because it's happened before, asking me how I got this game and to give them the contact information, and I just can't fucking stand that shit. I don't need to see one of my friends crashing out at me, all right, because I turn on fucking baby steps a month early, you know? I just don't need it. He has porn games on his account. Guys, you know you can just hide those now. They gave you a whole thing so you can hide your shame. You can just click a button and hide all of your filth. And yet, you know what? Honestly, you have to respect Sam for that. He has over 10,000 hours in fucking Honey Pop. Never hit it. Never even bothered. You gotta respect the hustle. That's called pride. All right, I respect it. That's the kind of stuff I respect. Recent activity, Baldur's Gate 3, RimWorld, Lord of the Rings Online. It's just like, I don't know, Katie. This feels there's only two options, and it's that either this is fake, not real, or you're not even very much of an actual gamer, which I don't know what's worse. Because I don't know. I mean, I always thought I knew that you weren't a gamer from like the Hunter, like Monster Hunter things. Actually, most of the things that like you've been like expected to play at any point. Maybe I just have other hobbies. It's crazy. I don't even see The Sims on here.
And I don't know why I'd be looking for that one on this list. Working hard? Working hard, I see. Working real hard. It's the only thing that makes it. Hasn't been launched yet. Hasn't been launched since July 19th. Working hard. Insane.
What's Katie's / played on WoW? I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know if I want to know. Dude, I'm gonna be real, guys. One bad day away from RuneScape. I'm gonna be honest. I'm one bad day away. That's all it takes at this point. I'm telling you, I'm giving you guys an update on my like thoughts and feelings. One bad day. PoE 2 and OSRS, he's losing it. I mean, guys, of the like MMOs I could get into in 2025, I feel like OSRS is probably one of the better ones. It's not going anywhere, right? Like that is genuinely one of the better ones to get into. Like, people talk shit, but like that, it's not going anywhere, man. I'm not gonna be fucking owned by it a year from now.
Hafshi, thanks for the 10 gifted subs.
I don't know. My brain's like, I need a good podcast game. I started a group Iron Man with some friends like a month ago. Well, how many people can be in a group Iron Man? I mean, right now I've got Fika that I want to do, but 5. See, I would like it if you could do like Guild Iron Man, dude. Like, let me do like an entire. Let me get like 60 people. Like, let me do it with like the chat or something. You know, like let me do it with like a larger amount of people. That part's a bummer. WoW Ascension Iron Man. I don't want to do that.
I don't want to do that.
Sub only Tarkov. Also don't want to do that. Also, it wouldn't work. Fika genuinely really only supports the exact amount of people that there are in a squad, because otherwise I would have to buy like 5 copies of Tarkov to run all the headless clients. Because for context, if you just run Fika out of like I'm running it off a dedicated server, but if you don't run it off of a like headless client, which is like basically a version of the game that's just being launched to run calculations. If you don't run it off of one of those, it seriously struggles. Hamachi moment. Dude, I'm not about to fucking use a goddamn like LAN program to run like dedicated servers for my friends anymore. I have actual dedicated shit, but like even with that, you would still be kind of dealing with the same problem. Fika's kind of like a 6 or 7 person at a time thing tops. I don't know. You could only run one group at a time off of one headless client. So you need to be running multiple copies. You have to get multiple copies of SPT going. Run them all with the same set. It's a lot of work to have multiple instances of like an online dedicated server at the same time. So like 2 people could go to factory and 5 could go to customs. You know what I mean? Like I'd have to actually. What VPS provider? I don't use a VPS. I use a full-on dedicated system. I'm not sharing mine. And it's recommended for Fika that you don't use one that's sharing if you're gonna do that. But I use NFO for my dedicated system. But yeah, mine's its own tower. I have my own tower that I use for all of my servers that I run, and like anything that takes a lot of like hardware behind the scenes to make working.
Can I host my GeoCities site on your server? No, I'm afraid you cannot. I'm afraid you cannot, and you won't be.
How do you manage connections and security? Easily, I just don't give out my information to people that I don't trust. And if I don't recognize a connection, I simply get rid of it and blacklist it on my DDoS protection tools. I just don't post my IP on public forums. Yes. What, you can do that? How much detonated wham does it have?
I think it has 128. I think it's one of the.
It's like a give me your strongest warrior kind of like situation.
I don't know. It's not like it'll ever use it.
But like the price difference at that point isn't that big of a deal because it's not like the fucking VPSs or like the companies are even selling anything at those rates because most games don't call for that much unless you're running like a fucking Minecraft server with 500,000 people on it that makes like $2 million a year. Like, when are we doing that? I don't want to ever run a fucking like actual chat Minecraft server. That sounds like hell. That sounds like actual hell. Why would you want it, Katie? It would fall upon you to do it. Funny thing is, SPT Fika doesn't really need all the resources, mostly client side. Yeah, it's only really needed if you're going to be running it with like a lot of people because eventually your PC is going to be fighting to do all the calculations for everyone. That's why you run it on a headless client, so you can have FPS back.
But it's not that expensive.
Minecraft. I unironically really want to run a community ISLE server, though. I would love that. Well, I can send you the server information now, Katie, if you want to set it up. Last time you were trying to do it, I was just lazy and then didn't realize that the server was changed because I forgot to pay it. Actually, no, I didn't forget to pay it. I think it was during a window that I didn't want it anymore. So I saw them fucking... Dude, I'm not exactly very polite with these server hosters, even though I pay them a lot of money to host it. If I get to a point where I'm like, wait a minute, what's that? Oh yeah, that's my dedicated system that I haven't used in 2 months. Cancel. I cancel the card, not the thing. I use a website to make like boatloads of fucking like specific burner cards for whatever subscription I'm using at any point in time. So whenever I fucking see something that I don't like, I just delete the card. So next time it tries to go through, it just fucking bounces. I need to know this service. Mine's called Privacy. I use that one. Absolute rat behavior, spoken like a real business that wants me to forget about how much I'm paying them monthly. Who are you? Which one are you? Netflix, is that you? Wait. Disney? Wait. Hulu? I can't tell which one you are. Huh. Yeah, no, I can't be, listen, the fact that they make it so, it's always really fucking annoying to like cancel a subscription because you know they always make you do like 15 steps and then they ask you why you wanted to cancel it as if the answer is 99% of the time, I just don't want this anymore. All right, I didn't have a fucking life-changing event on your service that made me go, I'm actually done with entertainment. Like, I just didn't want it anymore right now. We don't need all this. That's why I just make them think that I died and someone shut down all my cards. I prefer that. Damn, I can't believe his whole life just disappeared off the internet again. I remember when I tried to cancel BarkBox. I've never even heard of that, Katie. What the hell? They ended up being so frustrated about it. They actually got me to upgrade my box to a different box, and then I gave up and said okay. It's a dog toy and treat subscription. I thought it was like a kind of television channel. Katie, how did you get owned so hard? Wait, how did you get owned so hard? I ended up reaching out later and saying my dog died, and they canceled it then. Noted if I ever want to get BarkBox. Just let them know that if I ever need to cancel, my dog died. Damn. Nah, I'm just gonna stick to doing what I do because it's just a lot easier.
Dude, I just go on a fucking website and I just press cancel on that specific card, and then I get a passive-aggressive email a month later that's like, hey,
your card didn't work, champ. Do you want to fix it? And then I never get anything else after, and it's great. Hey, I couldn't. Hey. Hello. Can you read me? I don't know, man. I stopped feeling bad for subscription services after Hulu stealth added me onto a sports plan in like 5 years ago, and my payments went from being like $10 a month to $210 a month, and I actually thought I was going to kill somebody for real. I really did think that was going to be a turning point in my life, like a really bad one. Was realizing that because I realized it fucking like a half a year later, like not a half a year, like a couple months later. Sorry, like a month too late to fix it. It has to be illegal, dude. Honestly, if I had more free time and more like vengeance in my soul, but it was enough for me to never do Hulu again. It was enough for me to say, oh, I'll never go on that app ever again for the rest of my life. Let rage capture your heart. Sire, let the darkness in. Pretty sure forced sale like that is... You guys are giving me a lot of fucking... You guys have cut me so much slack here and assuming that, like, it was all a stealth ploy by Hulu to force me into paying this thing, and it definitely wasn't me half asleep getting a Hulu subscription really quickly because I wanted to watch something and clicking yes on whatever it said in order to make it shut the fuck up. I do appreciate that we're all saying that Hulu did it, and it definitely at no point could have been, in fact, a bit of two. A little, you know, it takes two to tango kind of situation here. I mean, I'll say yes to whatever it takes to watch my fucking show. I think back then, 5 years ago, I think it would have been Rick and Morty. I really wanted to get in there. 5 years ago, back before it was ew. Right around when it became ew, actually. Right around Pickle Rick season. Oh, yeah. Oh, I said it. Right around then. Damn. Guys, I think it's time. I think we gotta get in there. I think we have to start stepping.